Hey guys, Jeff Ryan here, just having a blast. It's Saturday afternoon and it is extremely hot here in Florida, but I'm still having a blast with the stock cars. The mailman just came just a bit ago and I checked, there was no package left for me. I had a hot rod coming and it's not here. It's not here. It should have been here. So I'm gonna have to check eBay and see where it's at. But I had that coming. And you can check my bin over here to make sure that I've got the pipes and roll bar and all that shit, stuff that you need to do a hot rod. It looks horrible. The hot rod looks horrible. We'll probably have to get to it next week sometime after it gets here. In the meantime, what else do I have? I have two chassis that I've refurbished. I've got them looking good. I made one a long wheelbase and I made the other one a short wheelbase. I don't have any bodies to use them from. I kept thinking, what am I going to do with these things? And then lo and behold, I recalled that I've got a bunch of these. I used, now these are, I said this on one of my earlier videos, I found this box after I moved into this house here. I found this box and these are unopened from when I got them, 1999 or somewhere, whenever they came out. And look at the Mustang, look at the Mustang. I used that to take pictures for my book, but when I got it, it was discombobulated like that. The chassis on the card, the windshield's a mess, it's just not on there. So I'm thinking I'm going to take one of the chassis and use it for the Mustang there, and I don't know which other one I'm going to use. I got a long wheelbase, maybe the GTO or maybe the Charger, I'm not sure, but definitely going to use the short wheelbase for the Mustang there, because how does that come out of the factory? Look at, with the body off and everything like that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And when I got it, again, I got a box of these factory sealed. So I did open this one. I did take pictures for the book, but guys, that's how it came. All right, let's get into it. Just let out of the box a second ago. Let me go ahead and dump everything out here. The chassis is still on the card. So how does that come out of the factory like that? How in the world does that come out of the factory, off like that? Here's something interesting. You see how it's chromy on the bottom with a streak of blue? So this was obviously chromed out first, then they put the transparent blue on it. That's how they get the chromy blue. If you did a silver underneath, it would come out like a candy, but more like a, kind of like a pearl color there. And the windshield, not even on whatsoever. So I've got a guide pin here. I don't think I'm going to glue a guide to it. When the Johnny Lightning made it, they didn't have a guide glued to it. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get the windshield glued in and put it on the chassis that way. But I don't think I'm going to have a driver with it. Just for fun, I did make reference to this in my book. You see on the bottom of the, underneath side of the body there, what is it, 804? If you see that kind of stuff or writing printed on the inside of the body, guys, it's not an original Aurora body. It's not. And you'll see so many times on eBay, will say, hey, it's in a Aurora Mustang. Well, it was copied after Aurora Mustang. It's a reproduction, but it's not actually. So again, I know I talked about it last week. If we see that, hey, listen, they're advertising it as an original Aurora, and you see numbers or words written on the bottom, guys, it's not. It's obviously not. It really isn't. And again, it's okay to call them out on that. So let me go ahead and get that windshield glued in. I just wanted to show you. I know I've said it before, but this is the glue I use for the windshield. Yeah, a lot of times it's easy to get this Scotch Maximum Strength adhesive off a piece of plastic after it's been glued on there. So I'm going to be very sparing when I do it, and I'm just going to put a couple little drops on the where they have little tabs here on the windshield, and just slide it right into place. Okay, good. That only took a second. It slid right into place. Absolutely wonderful. Boy, it looks good. I do like the candy. I really like the candy. The way it shines and everything, absolutely awesome. I'm going to let that dry for a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get the chassis on. It's interesting, another telltale sign, often when you see some of these screws on the bottom that are Phillip rather than the standard, That's what Johnny Lightning used. A lot of them use that. So you'll see, hey, listen, it's a Phillips screw on there. Not to say that you can't use them, but we all know the standard of the flathead screws came with the T-jets. Let's see what we get, guys. We got the body on the chassis. The windshield feels like it's good and firm. See what we get. Oh, looks good. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay, good. That is the short wheelbase one I got. And it does look good. I love the chrome. I really do. When the candy like that, that's just absolutely awesome. The way it shines, that's fantastic. All right, let's see which long wheelbase I got. Tell you what, it's been a while since I've had either a GTO or the Charger on the track. It really has. Don't know. Let's see which one I pick. All right, I went with the GTO. I have got to get my X-Acto knife to cut that little tab they got there, though. But boy, look at the chrome there. That just shines so well. All right, let me get my X-Acto. Just slid it out of the box a second ago, and man, it looks great. Looks absolutely awesome. Let me go ahead and get the little tie thing done, undone from the bottom of it. Just got it out of the packaging, and remember, it's got the. I started cracking up. It's got the pullback chassis. Remember those? It's got the pullback chassis. Too funny. All right, let me do this. I'm going to get the. Again, we need a Phillips, right? We're going to get the chassis off the body here. Very good. Just a second. Okay, good. I just scrounged up a guide pin. I'm going to go ahead and put the chassis on the body, and it is track time after that. Okay, I just got the body and the chassis, and one thing I was testing here, and you guys probably already know this, but when you got it going, if you want to test the tension of the brush springs, you touch down lightly. If it makes it go any faster, like that just did, you know that brush, the brush spring in the back there, can be tightened up a little bit. That's what I wanted to get at. Okay, good. Just got it on the track, and it is smooth. It's smooth to begin with. Looking good too. Looking real good. Man, I got two chromies. Fantastic. And they both look good. Look at that. I love the way Johnny Lightning did these. They went out of the way to make them exceptionally good. Now, one thing I did notice, I was looking through the packages of them, is some of the spray is, I don't want to say less than desirable, but some of the spray of this blue paint on some of them, it's lighter coats than others. I noticed that. So that was kind of interesting little tidbit. All right, guys, next week we should be doing the hot rod. I'm excited about it. It looks horrible. I got it for $40, and you know, if you buy a chassis all day for $35 on the net, on eBay, that's what the standard going price is. So I figured I got the chassis for $35, and I got the hot rod going for $5, and again, it looks horrible. I can't wait to fix it up. All right, guys, once again, I've got the book out, and I've been so pleased with the feedback I've gotten from it. If you want to go ahead and get it, it is on Amazon. Please do. And when you leave feedback, please leave feedback on Amazon, guys. I appreciate it. It helps me out. All right, looking forward to next week. Let me know if you need anything. See ya.